Hello everybody, thanks for tuning in again. So yes, in this video I just wanted to go over 5 things that hate is such a strong word. So I'm gonna go with 5 things that I dislike about Colombia from a perspective of, you know, an expat and only been living in Colombia for just a few months. It's been about 3 months now that we've been in Colombia, and so this is my perspective. I'm also coming from a perspective of living just in Cali. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, you know, some of these things you can find anywhere in the world. And to all my people out there, any of my Colombianos, I'm sorry. I don't mean any harm. I'm just giving my opinion here and just expressing myself and trying to help others kind of get a better idea of what things are like here. All right, so number 1, I'm gonna go ahead and put this one out there. This one you can pretty much have issues with anywhere in the world for sure, and that's traffic. Okay, so traffic can be rough, and it's not just okay we're in traffic and it's slow and we can't get from one place to another quickly enough. It's like chaos. I mean, people are swerving in and out. People are trying to fit themselves into every little crack, knowing good and well there's not enough room. Then you have these cyclists on these motorbikes. I mean, they just fly around the cars. They come from out of nowhere, and I've seen multiple times where these cyclists almost get crushed by the cars because the car is turning and they're trying to get by. And it's just like, who's looking out for these motorists? But at the same time, the motorists should be more careful too, right? I don't know. It just, there's really no like special lane for motorists, so they're just swerving, and it just kind of nerve-wracking in a sense. But I just can't imagine myself driving in this traffic. So anybody who's out there driving, you're brave, very, very brave. But of course, like, to Colombians, it's completely normal, right? This is what they do. This is how they get around. So hey, it is what it is out there. So I do have to say that the traffic is gonna be on my 5 things that I don't like. Number 2 is water temperature. So the water temperature is not consistent. Okay, this is fine, when I'm washing dishes or clothes or something like that. Like, it's not as big of a problem. However, showering, I guess I'm just spoiled with the hot water or something, but I just cannot work up the nerve to take a cold shower. And people say, oh well, it's the hot temperature because it's so hot. People don't want to take hot showers. They like the cool to dry off. And I just cannot. I'd rather just be hot and take a hot shower. And even if the shower makes me kind of hot, or sweat more, like, I'm okay with that. I cannot do the cold water. Like, I'm shivering, can't breathe. Like, I just cannot. So that is definitely on my list. Number 3 is power outages. So we've had at least 4 incidences of power outages. My concern around my food. So I'm always concerned about the refrigerator, right? So is my food to temperature? I'm just really a stickler about that kind of stuff, like food expiration and food being at correct temperatures and just food safety. I'm just thinking all these things and calculating, okay, like making sure, okay, the power went out at it's like 2 o'clock. Okay, so we got what? Google says 4 hours, right? 4 hours till this food is at in the danger zone temperature. So, it's just that I kind of don't like the hassle with. So it's not so much the electronics and Wi-Fi and whatnot, it's just food safety. To adapt to this though, I have been freezing more foods. So, and I cook them instead of putting the majority of it in the fridge for leftovers. I'll put a portion of it in the freezer, so that way if the power goes out, it's more likely to still be safe to eat later. Number 4 is the dogs. Okay, so all you animal lovers, dog lovers, please do not come for me. But the strays, I mean, you have an owner, you're with your owner, you're walking your dog, perfection, perfecto, no problema, nada. It's just when I see the stray dogs. So I'm thinking like, okay, what kind of ideas does this dog have right now? Is it gonna be chill and cool? Most of them are, but I have seen a few that are not cool, right? I've seen some that are just barking at people for whatever reason, all about to jump on them, and no one's there no one owns it. It's just a street. We call them street dogs, right? Just street dogs. So I tend to, not like this. So this is on my list of things because I see it as a danger as well. So another thing that these stray dogs tend to do is poop, but because they're strays, right, they don't have an owner, it's like no one's there to pick it up, so it ends up being poop just on the sidewalks, just random dog poops on the sidewalk. And that's why it's on my list, because ew. And last but not least, I kind of wrestled with this one because it involves the people, and I really like my Colombian people. There are so many great things to say about them, but when it comes to the hustlers, and if you come to Colombia, or if you've been to, I guess, a place that has a lot of, it's a strong entrepreneurial spirit, they try to sell, what they've got. Perfect, that's great, I get it, you know what I mean? However, I've come in contact with some people out there will chase you down the sidewalk. So it's like, you're walking by, they're trying to sell, you say no, or you just completely ignore them, and they will follow you down the sidewalk for a good minute or two. And it's like, bro, ham please, I don't want it. We try to be nice always, we're always nice, never ugly, none of that, right? So we're just trying to go about our day in a polite way. However, just the following you thing is what we don't like. So I had to add that as number 5. And like I said, it's almost not really that big a deal, but it's on the list. So, and there you go, my 5 things that I don't like about Colombia. I hope you got something from this, a better understanding or idea of what Colombia is like, and thank you so much for watching, guys.